Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back with some more High Republic content this week, and there is just so much Star Wars happening right now. If you guys missed my video from earlier this week, I did get my Mandalorian Darksaber, so go check that out. That thing was a lot of fun to unpack. Now, today we're going to be talking about Tempest Runner, which is the first audio drama of this High Republic era. Now, I want to say something off the top. I listen to all my books on Audible, so when I saw this announced, I was thinking like, oh, it's going to be just an audiobook that I've heard many times before that I've experienced. This is not that. It's like a full script with many different voice actors, sound effects, and it's written in an entirely different style, almost more like a play that you just listen to with your ears. And it was something totally new for me, and I thought was a ton of fun. One thing I've loved about the High Republic is their willingness to go and try new things, whether it's this audio drama, whether it's the manga coming out this month as well, Edge of Balance, whether we have kids comics, adult books, kids books, all connected in this universe, and I think that's been a really effective way to just build it out, have us try new things as the audience, and I've really appreciated that. So I'm going to keep this spoiler free, but to start at least, let me lay out some of the details about this. So Tempest Runner comes after A Rising Storm. So if you're not caught up with your High Republic books, do not read this yet. This is going to spoil some things for you. If you're thinking, well, I don't really care about The Rising Storm or whatever, I really want to just listen to this audio drama, I think you're going to have a hard time following along. It follows the character Lorna D, who is one of the 3 Tempest runners of the Nihil. So if you guys don't know, and I think you should at this point, the Nihil organized their organization behind storm metaphors. They have clouds, strikes, and then Tempest runners at the top. And we've had a lot of stories that contain these characters, but this is a real deep dive into their backstory and where they're going next. And I love when stories focus on the villain. You see we got Darth Maul behind me. I really think that Star Wars is made by the villains. Your heroes have to have actual challenges, actual threats for them to meet, I think, for us to really care about their journey. And for me, Lorna D was always one I wasn't that interested in. The leader, Marchion Ro, the Eye of the Storm, he to me was the most interesting. He has this mysterious background. He's got these interesting Force, dark side sort of artifacts in his lineage, and that to me was so, like, I want to know more. I'm so dragged into his world. He's also on the line of like in control and completely insane, and I think that's really fascinating to see him kind of juggle those two character traits. This one though finally gave me a reason to care about Lorna D. Now that she has, this is huge, her own voice actress, which has now let me know her accent, her inflection, how she speaks. That has totally changed the character for me. The normal audiobooks do a great job. We have one guy reading through, and he returns here and voices Marchion Ro and Panada. But finally having Lorna D feel like her own character to me was really important. Plus, now that I know her backstory, there's a lot more intrigue to me. There's a lot more interest in what she's going to do going forward, because the Nihil are always kind of fighting for power amongst themselves. And now that I actually know more, I maybe have more of a vested interest in who wins. I'm still Team Marchion Ro, and I'm excited for his backstory we'll get in January. But this, I think, was a welcome addition to help flesh out the villains of this world. So my non-spoiler thoughts. If you're big into the High Republic, if you've caught up so far, you got to go pick this up. I think Audible does like a 30-day free trial, and you can just get this book for free and listen to it and then maybe end your subscription and see if you like it. I'm a huge fan of Audible. Audible sponsor my videos, please. I'm begging you. I love your service. To me, it's totally changed the game on how many books I can read and enjoy. So, for the folks who don't want spoilers, go ahead and click away now, but let me know down below if you're going to check this out, if you're interested, and I'll be curious to hear what you guys think once you've finished. So just a couple of quick spoilery thoughts for me. This one really let us know about Lorna D's past, and it was not what I expected at all. She has this kind of arc where she seems like someone who wanted to make a name for herself, was ambitious, and made choices that sent her down a dark path, and she kept continuing to make those decisions because she felt almost trapped to me. Like she couldn't change, she couldn't back out. And so much of it felt like, especially at the end, she didn't want anyone to tell her who she was supposed to be or what she was supposed to do. But I think there's really a struggle inside of her of the person she should be and this darker, more cutthroat character that she kind of presents. And so I thought it was really interesting to explore that more, because at the end of this book, she seems to be back at the head of the Nihil. And even though I don't want her to stay there, I do think that knowing more about her is really going to help us in the coming stories. I thought learning the end of Pan Eta was very interesting as well, hearing their background a little bit, their history, and also kind of closing that chapter from the Rising Storm on what happened to Pan Eta. I liked that as well. Now we can move on to tell new tales and new stories. Marchion Ro, listening to his father, I thought was really fascinating. Listening to the old Tempest runner dynamic, I really liked. I think, just to see the character difference between Marchion Ro and his father, I think was really helpful as well. As we know, who killed him? We heard these questions posed to us back in Light of the Jedi, and so now we're finally getting some answers, finally getting some payoff. So that was exciting for me as well. Overall, guys, this was 6.5 hours. I listened to it in about a day. I binge listened to this because I just wanted to hear what happened next and let you guys know my thoughts. But have you read it yet? Let me know down below what you guys thought. I think there were so many fun things in Star Wars right now, and this is just one of them, something totally different. I think it's awesome that we can watch like The Bad Batch, and then a week later we can have an audio drama, and then comics, and it's just such a really cool space to be. So much Star Wars coming out all the time. Thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts down below, and make sure you check out some of my other High Republic content and stay subscribed for what comes next. Again, really happy for all your support. Really appreciate it. We'll be back again very soon.